All right, I have never played Signalis before. I've never heard of it. I have no idea what it is or what genre it's in, so let me put it up here. Also, don't know if the audio balance is right, so let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. Seems quiet right now. I'll wait till we actually get some music or in-game sound. Using a controller, which I assume is fine. Visual effects are kind of cool. Super quiet. I'm gonna turn it up a hair here. We'll see if it's too loud. CRT mode. All seems fine. Done. Some parts of this game may be considered violent or cruel. Okay. I like the art. Oh, it's very Metal Gear Solid. This game just came out. Wasn't expecting it to be partially 3D based on the loading screen there. Made by two people, really. Game's probably still too quiet. 1 second. I'll leave it there for now, just in case there's lots of dynamic contrast in the audio. That's cool. Faded photograph. No chance it'll fly again. I really like this game's graphics. It looks really cool. Seeing more of these like lo-fi 3D games. Oh, it's very Resident Evil. Okay. Nice. It's X and repair with D-pad. Press A to open the command menu. Combined mode. Okay. Resident Evil. Gotcha. Replica body repairs. Interesting. Yeah, there's certain parts of the UI that are very like old school Metal Gear Solid-y. Installed pilot, replica unit. In the mess hall. This game's style is excellent. I love the Resident Evil lore objects. Those are great. Okay. Hunter's vessels are piloted by a Gestalt scout officer by a replica. Yeah, I assume that the officer is controlling the replica, or that's what they're implying. Gotcha. Smeared diary page. Woke up from cryo, empty mess hall. Okay, yeah. Even the little puzzles are very Silent Hill / Resident Evil. That's really neat. Assume this will eventually be a horror game. To learn the code somewhere. Now that I know what I'm looking for. I think there was another door on the left there I'm going to try real fast. Making sure there wasn't information on there that I could use. Be the 512. It does say 512 everywhere. I like the random German. Insert key. Yay, suit. Kind of has like alien vibes too with the look of the tech. Lost cause. I think so. Whenever I'm on a screen like that, is the password on the back of this? I think it is. Yeah, okay. 13589. Cool. Gestalt me dead. It's a really cool animation. I really like the look and feel of this game. Pieces of key snapped in half. Ah. This teaches about the combine mechanic. Find a way to hold both halves together precisely. It might still work. It's tape that we need, I wonder. Where I first woke up. Well, that's really nice that it keeps track of doors that are locked. Okay, excellent. I've been in every possible room, so the thing I need to hold the key card together must be in a room I've already visited. Oh, that's nice. It also saves all of the lore objects you find. Mess. If this changed after I opened that. Yeah. Installed pilot is still missing. It's creepy. Personnel, maybe. Tape. Diary page. Sleeping bunk is also empty. I don't think there's a way for me to highlight all the interactables on a screen, fortunately. Check the flight deck too. The missing suit. Right, so the Gestalt pilot's out there somewhere. Presumably. To fix it first, right? Presumably there's something I can combine this with to fix it. I thought it was going to be like tape or something like that. Need to repair the key card before I can use it. Sky stretches beyond the hatch. You generally only find items, I guess I was going to say in the first person view, but that isn't true because that's how I got the key card. Sure, it wasn't in the mess hall. Door's locked. Suppose it could be in the same room as where I got the key card, but I've just been operating the assumption that it wouldn't be. I don't think I can use the lore objects. They're just there to be interesting, you know? Nothing in this room except for the diary. Here, I think there's just this... Maybe inspecting it will help. The specialized repair logic module. Maybe I can just combine without combining it with something else. I'd have to combine it with something else first. Even like the little heart rate thing on that screen, it's cool. Oh, there's tape right there. Well, that's easy. Totally missed that before. Okay, I gotta be more careful to look for that in the future. Excellent. Taped. Let's go. It only took me 15 minutes. Down 2. Use the key card, context sensitive. I'll know for next time now. Yeah, this game's art is outstanding. Huge fan. The game might still be too quiet. We'll see. I was waiting for some actual BGM. There's not like a screaming monster that maxes it out. Leave it about it there. Oh, interesting. I like the transitions between first person and the fixed camera angles. Spooky. It's like jumping in the hole in Silent Hill. It's like a bad idea. I love that format though. Like, there's a way of doing horror that's very atmospheric. That's just kind of like jump in the hole. And there's no commentary on it. There's no sound, no graphics for it. Some horror games aren't as good at doing that. Oh, this is very like Silent Hill 4. Spooky. Got a little Silent Hill puzzle box. Yeah, this game rules. I like it. King in yellow. Might be really loud here in a second. Writing these down just in case. Great holes. Dig. Earth's pores ought to suffice. Things have learned to walk that ought to crawl. Yeah, this is really loud now. I'm turning it back down. Cool. Okay. Chapter 1 synchronization. Yeah, I really liked it. This is made by 2 people? Oh, very Silent Hill 2. Okay. Well, this way to find her. There's no turning back now. I like that it wears its references on its sleeve, but it's also not like ridiculously showy about it, and it's still its own game, right? That's fun. It's like if you'd never played Silent Hill before, that would still work on its own. But if you played Silent Hill, you get it. This actually feels more Silent Hill inspired than it does Resident Evil. Portion of your ration marks will be sent to a beneficiary of your choice. Interesting. Been waiting for a indie Silent Hill. I think the form factor is like fantastic. Rule of 6. Never carry more than 6 items on your person. Private property is a privilege. Keep your pockets empty and your bag light. Okay. Is that my maximum inventory size? Nice. The stuff like having so many locked, like, doors that aren't real is also very Silent Hill versus some doors that are actually unlockable. I appreciate that the game tracks that for you. This game just auto saves. What happened to her? Cause this. Replica. Here, a keypad. Vault combination in 4B. Code in the manual, okay. Oh, hey. Yeah, speaking of Silent Hill. I like that it's a computer screen. Nice touch. Protocol everything. If you didn't write it down, it never happened. Really love the art objects. They're great. Having this little review of all of the lore objects you found is really nice. No running in the hallways. Everyone can hear you run. Got it. Okay. Love that there's moving cameras in every room. Find the manual somewhere. Monster unit. Turn back before it's too late. Salt workers are sent to the mine. Still alive, she's probably down there. And there's still stuff in here that's very Resident Evil, too. I really like it. I've said before that I think that Silent Hill, with its fixed camera angles, landed on, like, a perfect form factor for horror. It's a bit of control that a lot of video games cede to the player, giving them control over the camera. Classroom key required. Station room. This is a very, like, lofty goal to try to achieve, making a game that feels like this. Maybe other games have tried and done less of a good job. That one's gonna get up at me later. That'd be very mean. Got an aperture card. I could view its contents here. The map marker is pretty robust. Art designed for replicas. Get that. Okay, we got a gun, which is not good. Aperture card. Put it in the inventory screen. Hold left trigger to disengage the safety and enter targeting mode. Oh, is it gonna be tank controls? Do I have to, like, root myself to fire? Targets down and finish it off by kicking or hitting it with a baton. Terminology. Term blank, which is used in various Aeon facilities, is no longer permissible. Must no longer be used. Premises and departments using the term are to be immediately renamed. Obscenity to the state. Get the manual down here. It's not. Low damage, large magazine capacity, high rate of fire. Yep. You can move a little bit. That's fun. I thought. I like the little music that plays too when they aggro you. Hello. Normal. Nothing wrong with this place. That's also very Silent Hill 2. Weird rando lady with a knife. Apparently cutting up a corpse. Spooky. Ah, this wall's safe. To the code using the keypad, press confirm in the lower right corner. It's down. Factory default code is 204512. That first enemy was perfect because you know it's going to be an enemy as soon as it mentions it's infected, right? And I love that it happens with no fanfare. It's really hard to get the tone of Silent Hill right. Like, there have been professional AAA studios who've been brought on and done a horrible job of it. So it's 2, 0, 4, 5, 1, 2. Classroom key. North of me. Make sure to leave a note to do a heart rate monitor for this game next time. This is gone. Fantastic. There's a small amount of health over time. Ammo. Yeah, stuff like the corpse being gone. This game is very chef's kiss. You're gonna make me jump into a hole now? You gotta dig into a toilet, right? Like, what's the whiteboard for this game? Things we need to include. Synthetic skin and hair on her head were replaced with a layer of thin, wet gauze. Mine access Mensa, showers, rationing office. Worker accommodation. They do the thing, you gotta kind of blind walk into a room. You could be attacked instantly as you load in. Worker sleeping units. For all Gestalt, worker can call their own. Workers have been worried lately. They're hiding something. Less of them. Ration plan keeps changing. Alina says I'm imagining. Friends growing up who are really into Silent Hill. I wish I could share this with them. Service request form. 8421-6. A locksmith. Set up a lockpicking kit, but management bumped the elevator engines up in priority, and next shift we'll have to pick the lock. Trial and error. Ah. Service hatch key first, okay. Kick them while they're down. No kidding. I like the lighting in this game, too. Feeling lightheaded. Blues going around. More and more going to the mines. What I gotta do is have one of these corpses get up as I walk past it after finding stuff in the previous room, right? This game has great sound design, too. I just realized, does she not have feet? Elevator's out of order. I'm gonna come up. I love the transition to first person. That's so cool. There's the service hatch key. Elevator controls are locked. Mine access. Workers, hospital wing, personnel, protectors, operational command. I love the redacted thing that they set up. And then they're like, make sure it's removed everywhere. I also appreciate that this game has not... Every possible scare hasn't been a scare. It would have been obvious to call this elevator and then have something pop out of it, right? Or to have most of the corpses on the ground come after you. And I really appreciate that they're being discerning with that, right? Part of why I like Silent Hill so much is that a lot of it's what doesn't happen, right? Now would be a good time for one of these guys to stand up, though, because now I have a key item I didn't have last time. What about restraint? Sound sensor mounted to the side of the lock, connected to the lock picking device. Yeah. Function. I see. That's smart. That's a really cool little puzzle. I put a lot of work into that little asset for that. Up one. And then this one's down, I think. So up. Guess it's still not quite right. Maybe this one needs to go a little higher. That looks too high. Oh, the one in the back is wrong. Nice. That was fucking cool. Exactly. There's a square-shaped key. Anyone got the rooster key? We got a save point. Good. At least we need to wrap here. Oh, item storage. Yeah. Okay, cool. Only carry 6 things at a time. Those do stack. It's like super weapon of our nation in the battle against the Empire. Falk units. I think it's Chinese. Originally, I thought maybe it was Japanese, but I've only seen Hansa. I haven't seen any hiragana. It's like Germany and China. It's very, I think Alien has a lot of, Alien and Blade Runner both have a lot of Chinese or Japanese characters in them. Legal use of radio expired during interrogation. Also the red flags, and this kind of looks like it's a combined German-Chinese flag. I like that. Disposable stun prod. Electro impulse devices. Single-use short-range disposable non-lethal solution for incapacitating non-cooperative individuals. Can be used with one hand while on the move and while aiming another weapon. Press left bumper against an enemy. I need to start writing these down in the text file. So left bumper to use stun prod, consumable, hold LT to aim gun, RT to fire, hit corpses when down. Oh, cool. I missed the Korean. This is the same, right? Okay. Pause menu has a diagram. Code broadcasting frequencies. Tune radio, right, which I don't have access to yet. I'm worried every time they give me a weapon. Does not open from the side. Oh, that's nice. It helps you find your character if you're completely out of view. Nice touch. You have the East Wing key now. So, yay, Walter, whether you're watching this now or in the future on YouTube, my plan, I think I want to play this in at least 2-hour bursts. Just because there's probably a lot to remember in between sessions, so I'll probably have you bank on your next step and then do 2 hours after that, but this game fucking rules. I really enjoy it so far. Stall is locked. Is someone inside? They got squat toilets. Yeah, I get it. I think it would hold up just fine if you hadn't played the games that it's clearly inspired by a bit. Hairspray. Full damage areas with polyurethane-based expanding foam. Stores a large amount of health over time. But it's over time. Ammo. And my friend Kat and his wife Donovan are really into old school Resident Evil games, so I gotta send this their way. I like the visual glitching on enemies too. And it's a key required. Very reminiscent of like the radio sound in Silent Hill. Breathing? That one doesn't seem to aggro me, which is mean. And there's something standing by the wall over there, which is normal. Kitchen staff. One of the games has a dog ending, and this game looks neat. I bet this game is going to do the 7 save points thing, because the save point in this game is already the Silent Hill 2 save point, except it's a red screen instead of a red page. I'm really pleased with this game letting me get away with not fighting right now. Silent Hill 2 is definitely one of the best games I've ever played in my life. Some of the other Silent Hill games are like pretty spooky. Like I have a lot of problems with Silent Hill 4, but it's definitely one of the scariest experiences I've had with games. This is key card. It's interesting, like I remember being really skeptical of like lo-fi, low poly 3D games. I've always really enjoyed like 2D 16-bit sprite games. But I never really expected that these would work so well. Now I've played a handful of them. So. The lighting in these rooms is like perfect. Almost didn't see that thing. Yeah, it does the battle sounds when you're aggroed, just like in Silent Hill. It's been a really cool game to get Akira Yamaoka for. I don't think he's done anything. And Silent Hill was effectively dead, sadly. I probably could have done that entire room without fighting. Worker bathroom. It's technically a poopy toilet, right? Because it's a squatty potty I have to reach into and get. Yeah. I think it's part of it's we're getting to the point. I think this is does not open from this side door. Yeah. We're finally getting to the point in game design history that we're getting developers who grow up and are nostalgic for this generation more so than for the NES and the Super Nintendo. It's such a privilege to like be like in your 30s right now to have completely grown up with a genre and seen it evolve. This person. I think you belong here. You're an Elster unit, right? Shouldn't be here. Crap. Security technicians will be serving both work shifts and night shifts. There's not an option. Back for that key. Get the rest of the butterfly key too. We'll see if enemies stay dead. One of the nastiest mechanics in my favorite Resident Evil is the Resident Evil 1 remake for the GameCube. And it does this really smart thing where you have a limited amount of like gasoline with which to burn the bodies of zombies. And if you don't burn the body of a zombie or get lucky and get a critical hit and decapitate it when you shoot it, then in the back half of the game, they all revive as much more dangerous redhead zombies. So you kind of have to decide, like, it gives you a reason to not kill everything, even if you have the bullets for it. Maybe it's easier to juke past a slow-moving zombie than one of the annoying endgame fast-moving zombies, you know? Go ahead and deposit that. Box for it is, like, right near here. Save, I'm gonna grab the West Wing key, I'm gonna run back, then leave future Marstead notes, and we'll pick up next time. Love that you could just waste ammo on that thing if you got spooked as soon as you saw it. Rationing office, right? Minaseo. Nope. I think that thing was following me when I first jumped down the hole. Forgot that thing was there. It freaked me out. Thought maybe the one from further down was chasing me. All right, Future Marstead, here's the deal. I left some extra notes for you in the text file. You have the West Wing key, which should open this door over here, I think. There are enemies down in this general area in the south corridor, which you're going to have to go through to get to the door. The West Wing key might also open this door, so it's worth trying. You can only hold 6 items at a time, so make sure you go back to these item boxes and store stuff you're not actively using. You already have the stun rod equipped. I'm going to deposit the repair spray to give you an extra bit of inventory space here. You can press left bumper to use the stun prod while moving or while wielding a pistol if something gets too close to you. I think that's kind of comparable to the limited use shivs that you get in The Last of Us. Other than that, the map is extremely helpful in this. It's just like Silent Hill. You can also press the back button to look at your lore objects. Plenty of notes here. One of the Uber puzzles you're working on right now is there's probably at least 2, if not 3 pieces of a butterfly key that open up a chest in a nearby room. Yeah, the butterfly box is marked in evidence storage. And there's a wall safe that you have to find the code for. So it looks like the map does a lot of heavy lifting, helping you keep track of what to do. Thank you very much, Yay Walter, for putting this game on your subblock. It rules. I really dig it. I get what it's going for, and it's well executed.